be too light, too black, or too white, too wrong, or too right. Damn, tonight they took our jobs. Too rich and too poor, she's wanting me less and I'm wanting her more. I do believe they took our jobs. Now, yeah, took our jobs. Took our jobs now. Your life has become darker. So, fuck 7, marry 3. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, in 1995, some record executive for Mammoth Records, who was probably coked out of his mind, went to his boss, who was probably equally coked out of his mind, and said, "Sir, I do believe I have found the blue-collar, white trash Nirvana." And his boss probably didn't even listen to the demo. Just said, "We're going to sign them right the fuck now." And so, 7 Marry 3 gets their record deal. And, you know, they get their $250,000 and their big bag of coke. And they go into the studio and record their debut album. And they knew they sucked. They knew their music was crap. And so they named their debut album American Standard, sharing the same name as a brand of toilets. And for the next year and a half, until Marilyn Manson and Radiohead's OK Computer showed up, everybody frolicked the fuck around like it was 1992 all over again and rode the fuck out of 7 Marry 3's single off that album about cucumbers or whatever the fuck. And yeah, you know I'm right. You know I'm fucking right. But, you know, that was just like a symptom of the cancer that had infected the music industry after the implosion of the grunge era. You know, here comes all these crap bands trying to be the good bands that had achieved success just, you know, 4 or 5 years prior. You know, here comes Collective Soul, and Collective Soul is just crap. You'll never convince me Collective Soul was a good band. You know, that Collective Soul was the band for the guy who wanted to rebel in the safest way possible. The guy who wanted to express himself, but, you know, not too much. Express himself just a little bit, you know, not a whole lot. That was Collective Soul. And here comes Collective Soul trying to be the next Soundgarden. Here comes Candlebox trying to be the next Pearl Jam. And here comes Creed trying to be Stone Temple Pilots. And here comes Days of the New and Godsmack trying to be, you know, the next Alice in Chains. And a lot of post-grunge was just crap. It was just crap. Like, there was some glimmers of brilliance here and there, but for the most part, it fucking sucked. Like, Dishwalla, they had a, you know, Counting Blue Cars. That was a pretty good single. But the rest of the album fucking sucked. And, let's see, who else? I'll give it to Candlebox. You know, they had that one song, You. That was a good song, but the rest of their catalog is forgettable. Primitive Radio Gods, Standing Outside a Broken Phone Booth with Change in My Hand is a great, beautiful song. But unfortunately, that's kind of the only good song on that album. But Marcy's Playground was fucking brilliant, and most people are like, oh yeah, the Sex and Candy Band, you know, because they're fucking idiots, and that's all they've heard. But if you listen to a lot of other of Marcy's Playground's stuff, I mean, the guy's a lyrical genius. The guy is lyrically fucking brilliant. And I would go so far as to say that Marcy's Playground first album was probably one of the first glimmers of shoegaze starting to surface. What we now call shoegaze. You take Marcy Playground's first album, OK Computer, Weezer's Pinkerton, The Eels' Beautiful Freak, and Deftones' White Pony. Did I already say Radiohead's OK Computer? I think I did. It's fucking almost like 4 a.m, so I just got out of work. But you know, you take all those albums and you put them in a blender and put it on frappe, and voila. I mean, you kind of have shoegaze. You know, Marcy's Playground was phenomenal. Better Than Ezra, fucking amazing band, totally underrated. I think they were very good. The Toadies were fucking brilliant. Whoa, shit. That's deer. And, yeah, the Toadies were fucking brilliant. I saw them open up for Butthole Surfers in 96. Yeah, 96. And they're a great band. They are absolutely talented. And, you know, and then you had countless other bands. You know, Tonic. I think Tonic was fairly decent, too. Third Eye Blind, I love Third Eye Blind. They're phenomenal. I think they were definitely doing their own thing. I think there was no one to really compare them to, even if their lead singer is kind of a liberal douchebag. You know, they're still very talented. But then you had countless other bands that were either, you know, marketed as or billed as, you know, the next Nirvana. And I don't think all of them were really completely fair. Like Silverchair, I guarantee, you know, a record executive went to his boss and was like, you know, there's these kids in Australia, they're a three-piece, the lead singer has blonde hair, you know, I found the next Nirvana, like let's sign them. I guarantee that's how that started, but if you look into their catalog as time went by, you'll kind of see that's not really how it ended. I think Silverchair kind of, you know, became their own thing. And I mean, they were only 15 years old or some shit when that debut album came out. If you listen to Frog Stomp and you think about how it was written by 15-year-olds, I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing. I mean, those were some talented kids. They are hands down talented. I think Bush got a lot of Nirvana comparisons, and I don't think that was really fair. I mean, I think Bush is most definitely, they're definitely like Nirvana's cousin for sure. I would go so far as to say Nirvana's like, you know, British cousins. But I think that they were definitely doing their own thing. But yeah, there was a lot of crap that came out post-grunge, you know, that you know, like Eve 6, dude, like fuck Eve 6, bro. You know, every hipster puts on Eve 6 and it's like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so grunge, I'm so 90s. Like, I want to put my tender heart in a blender. Like, shut the fuck up, man. That band is a gross parody of what some record executive thought grunge was. That's exactly what that band was. I don't know if I already talked about Tonic, but Tonic had some shimmers of good stuff, but mostly, I mean, they were kind of cringy. I mean, some of their songs I like. I'm not gonna lie, I like them, but some of their stuff's not too great. Yeah, like Fuck Eve 6, like, I don't know. 7 Mary 3, it was not a good band. No one's gonna convince me that they were. I don't care. Nobody in 2020 should still be playing 7 Mary 3. They were like an MTV buzz band and then got played on the radio for, like I said, a year and a half until Marilyn Manson and Radiohead's OK Computer showed up, and then all that shit just kind of slowly started to go downhill. But yeah, that's essentially my analysis on post-grunge. You know, it's music I grew up with. It's music that I love. Well, some of it, but you know, fuck 7 Mary 3. Later.